Hello, everyone. Just wanted to make a quick video talking about some disappointing situation that happened in my local community that my brother is associated with about an SMP that's run by Isaiah. And he recently just announced that he is canceling the server. He's shutting it down. He's no longer working on it due to unknown complications. Basically, all the work that he has done and any financial investment into it, like as a business, because that's what SMPs are mainly are. It's all going. It's just all a waste, and he just dropped the ball basically in front of the whole community. Um, there are screenshots that are shown on screen for your convenience, for any context, and I just wanted to really get into why, just really my thoughts on this, and as for SMPs as a whole in general, because I really always wanted to really, I just want to talk about my opinions on SMPs in general in the Minecraft community. So basically, if you're not aware, an SMP is like a public multiplayer server for players to play in Minecraft in a Minecraft world. So it's like multiplayer survival, but it's for like a whole community. Like it's public. It's like most of the time it's not whitelisted, so you can freely join if you know the IP to connect to it. So like, yeah, it sounds very cool on board, like in first impression, but like typically when it comes to online player bases and live service, they always would have, you know, microtransactions or pay to play or some rank you have to buy. And that's kind of what SMPs are, because when you play Minecraft multiplayer, it's not like how Minecraft normally is when it comes to SMPs. Because Minecraft is still the same when you play multiplayer, but SMPs often like add in plugins and all kinds of things that change the game or add modifications, and along with that, you know, paying money to the server to get in-game items or something like special that through the plugin system, which is how they monetize their server. So that was basically Isaiah's look at business, and it's not just about Isaiah or my brother. It's anybody who goes into making an SMP and, you know, adding plugins, developing things, and making like different, you know, worlds to join in that are supposed to, you know, make money. Adding crates and all these just in-game, you know, microtransactions, stuff like that, and just like, you know, plugins that alter the game. That's kind of what, you know, everyone, any typical SMP does. But there are so many SMPs in the whole community. Like SMP is not a niche like subject in Minecraft. Like there's thousands of them, and that's kind of the whole issue of this, is that like it's just the digital scarcity. Like I don't really get the whole point. You end up paying money just to enjoy your multiplayer experience in Minecraft with other players, because Minecraft is already free as a game when you first buy it. You play your single player world, the whole world's to yourself. But they don't really make the authenticity of, you know, having the world to yourself, because obviously it's not owned by you, but you know, like having to pay just to enjoy the game, like with like you know, obviously if you're playing with other players, they're gonna grief your stuff, they're gonna loot your base. That's why with plugins they have claiming, you know, claim your base, which is convenient for one thing with plugins, but then they obviously they have a whole monetization system when it comes to that. You have to pay, like, it's just like to try and buy claims and stuff like that. And that kind of just kind of turns the whole world of Minecraft into something that I guess seems like the real world, I guess. and like I just don't really get much of the point of wanting to invest myself into like this a Minecraft world and this in any SMP because like at the end of the day, you can just play single player world. Yeah, yeah, that's the novelty of the multiplayer experience, but like it's just not fun when you have to pay like to actually have fun. Because yeah, you can play Minecraft normally and get your resources, but like a lot of stuff is just usually always on focused on money to enjoy things. They have a ring system, like because like you probably wouldn't have to pay money just to enjoy it, because again you can get the resources yourself, but like the plugin thing again, like they'll add like they can add enchantments to items and like armor and stuff like that, and then they can make them very OP, basically like overpowered, so like somebody that's beyond normal Minecraft, where you like, so let's say if you want to like a netherite pickaxe, they're already kind of powerful enough. They can add enchantments in the game, like you can find enchantments in Minecraft. They can make it more faster or more durable. But like they add enchantments that are way more powerful than vanilla Minecraft with plugins, and like that kind of makes the game very easy. Like they have like pickaxes that are so powerful that like they have like they can have a pickaxe so powerful that you can mine blocks extremely fast, like you're in creative and stuff like that. They basically add enchantments that if you get a rank, you can get items that are so powerful, like it kind of just makes the game experience of Minecraft just really boring. And everybody gets overpowered in the game. You kind of just have to pay to actually be better than everyone beyond vanilla Minecraft. It's really just not that fun. And I just don't like the whole gist of it, and like events where you get giveaways and stuff like that. It's a whole thing you have to debacle to try and explain. But basically, going back to what this was, is that I say canceled the whole server. He let everything go, and Juan was working with him, and it looked like it was going somewhere. But they're trying to put something together, but they just failed, and it just flunked it. Hopefully nobody actually really put money into that server, because it just went to waste, And this goes on to the second thing about SMPs, is that mostly, like I said earlier with that one word, digital scarcity, like pretty much all these SMPs are just like generics. Like if there's so many damn SMPs, like thousands of them, they're mostly just generic clones, or like the same idea over and over again. There's so many of them. Why do you even bother to invest money into stuff like that? To play with other players you don't even know. In my idea, it's always more fun to play Minecraft multiplayer with people you know in a more private space. Minecraft Realms, which is something, a Minecraft hosting server is officially by Mojang, or a third party where, you have third-party hosts that you could pay to host your own server. And if you were smart enough, you could actually host your server locally from your computer. You don't have to pay any penny, any dime. So that's cooler. And I kind of did that, and it does work. I feel like it's more fun to play with other players, or just people online in a private server without any money getting in the way or any plugins ruining the game for me. And that's just my opinion on it. Like I just see SMPs as something stupid, and that it just really is just more something just like as a joke, because like again, so many SMPs are a thing that exists, and like the past experience I had, like they're just waste of existence, because like either they're very niche and popular, or most of the time they end up getting canceled and shut down, because of, the thing is about hosting a Minecraft server, it actually really is like a lot of money to do it, because the RAM, like the memory usage, the costs of to actually run the server, the way Minecraft runs, and players and stuff like that. There's a lot of data that has to work with stuff, because Minecraft worlds are infinite. Like they don't have a limit. So the worlds get bigger and bigger, the more resources needed to run the whole digital world. So like there's a lot that goes to it. It's definitely not easy. plugins are also one fundamental thing that convolutes it, and you have to be very smart if you're coding your own plugin. So yeah. So I mean, it could have been inevitable that that Isaiah would give up the server, but I think he was actually still. I didn't see him going toward that direction. I think he was really actively wanted to work on it more and more. But goes to show that it's not always a promise, and eventually, more commonly, that it would just get shut down because Isaiah is not the one ordinary people who would just do that. A lot of people have done that, and it's either just a joke most of the time or just embarrassing. You just shouldn't invest your money in SMPs or do it as a business thinking that it'll be easy, because either people will give money and they're probably end up going to waste because of the digital scarcity of it, because you're in a Minecraft world that probably doesn't mean much to people. I mean, you buy your claims and stuff like that, but you invest so much of it, you probably will go to waste. Or either that. Again, it's just Minecraft. You can make so many damn worlds and they kind of just don't feel you just have to find something that's special about it. It's your friends that matter to you, and not the whole business of it or the whole digital world that you're spending with other people in the whole internet, you know. Just the whole community is full of children, you know. And I just didn't want to be part of that. So kind of very disappointing that, you know, Warren ended up really wasting his time. Hopefully maybe things take a turn, or maybe something will eventually come up. But yeah, Warren kind of was, I mean, it wasn't his fault, but Isaiah kind of just failed him, and Warren's been trying to. Before this, he kind of just, before a deal he made with Isaiah, he just made his own server. He had his own server, but he was failing at it because he's just not good at it, and Isaiah was helping him out. He was going in some sort of direction, but nothing prevailed, and now who knows what will happen. So yeah, so in a nutshell, SMPs are just stupid in my opinion. They're not really that fun because, you know, they change the way the gameplay in Minecraft. They make everything overpowered, and money also is a thing that they want because it's business. It's not about the actual player base most of the time. I mean, they want to care about the lives of the players, but like, you know, sometimes, unfortunately, most of the time it's all just about the business. And then particularly also another thing about Isaiah's business, like they were just, I always get the feeling they not really were doing that well. Like, not in terms of, I mean, yes, the monetization, but like, I don't feel they're just doing their job enough. They are doing things unprofessionally, especially like towards the start. I think, like, they're always just not seem like they're actually taking responsibility. Like earlier in the server's runtime, like the shop where you buy items for a certain in-game currency, like it was so cheap. Like you could buy like shulker shells, you know, those like items that you can use to craft shulker bosses, which are in vanilla Minecraft, it's already pretty overpowered because you carry a whole chest loot of inventory with you while you're moving around like mobile. But like they sort of are extremely cheap. You can easily get in the game. So like that's one thing. Like they didn't really check and make everything sure that things could be exploited. That are easy to not exploit, but easy to, you know, that somebody that people could buy or their service will allow them to easily get the power. They didn't really check for that. So like it was unprofessional from my perspective, and I don't think that at all they were even making any money. I mean, they probably made some profit, maybe. I'm not going to easily deny it, but like I just didn't felt like, you know, the things were actually really being profited from. Like if they're not really making any money, it's going to be very complicated. It's like it's not going to be really going anywhere. So yeah, bit of a disappointment, but yeah, I feel it's good enough for talk for this video, and thanks for watching. Bye.